Blogtalk Radio.
It's a really beautiful song. It's amazing. I wish I knew what this guy was saying, but I have no idea. But it sounds like he's definitely getting laid tonight, or whatever night this song was being sung. All right. So instead of talking about certain things, we got this thing going on here where we got 17 speakers in here to talk to Sal Baby. This is what's going to happen. No, Triple D Douglas, Tony didn't off himself. But I know a lot of you guys have questions and why Sal is now the owner of this channel. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to be very real with you for a little bit. Because after all, this is Tough Talk. Tough Talk with Sal Baby. You can call me Sally, but we're going to fight about it. Listen, here's what I'm going to do. I got this MP3 that I got off of my voicemail. I would like you to hear this. I'm going to play it for you. It's 38 seconds, and then I'm going to get into why I am doing this show. And Captain Dennis, Sal was always a producer in more ways than one, but we're not going to break any fourth walls. We're not going to break fourth walls. I'm going to explain to you why I'm having this show, aside from making people tougher. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mad Mac, over there. Good guy, local guy. Here's what I want all you Stony Talk listeners to know and to hear and listen to this. I want you guys to know what Gagarel has to say about his listeners who have supported him for 3 years. And then after that, I got a surprise for everybody. For all you people listening who like Barry Schwartz, my gay friend who owns a flower shop in Pottery Workplace, he's going to be a special guest tonight. So if you guys want to talk to Barry, one of the gayest human beings I have ever had the honor of meeting in my life, I will be having him on the show. But for now, I know everybody has answers that they want answered. Did I even say that right? I don't know. Questions they want answered. Here's your answer right there. Everybody listen. Whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing. If you're talking to somebody, you're texting on your phone, you're answering emails, all that stuff, don't do it no more. Sit down. If you can't sit down, then just listen, just pay attention. If you got to take a piss, you got to hold it. You got to take a shit, you try to hold it. But this is what I want you listeners to listen to. There it is.
Yeah, you fucking cocksucker. Fuck you. Fuck your show. Fuck all those fucking retards and those fucking autistic fucking morons and the ghost fucking tads and the fucking homos and the fucking queers and the fucking faggots and all those fucking moron fucking Japanese cartoon fucking video game retards. Fuck them all, and fuck you. Take the show and stick it up your ass, you son of a bitch.
So that is everyone's beloved favorite character. And here's the reason why I am doing this show. Now I'm going to get a little serious, and then we're going to get into the fun. See, here's what's serious about what Mr. Gaga had to say. Here's my opinion. Those fans of yours who are autistic, there are ones that actually do have autism. You did nothing but insult these people who have been supporting you for the last 3 years, whether it was donations or whatnot. Yes, you have listeners from the Ghost Show who needed a place to, I don't know, have a sense of community. Guys like Insane Energy, all these guys that come in here, okay? And they want a place to feel accepted and to have a good couple laughs. But guess what? You decided to take your ball and go home. Then you use the word faggot. And, before you use stunads, I'll say stunads, try to cancel me. That is a disgusting word that you just said about your listeners. These are the same people that supported you, that trusted you. Well, Mr. Gaga, the person that made fun of a real fan, Adam Dewhurst, I know you're listening, I'm going to shout your name out here, who actually is a big fan of the show, who takes ball breaking a little too far. He's a little weird. He admits it. Treated him like shit. You treated guys like Ash, or girls like, I don't know what you identify as. You're just Ash. You treat Ash like shit. You cry. You scream. You shit your pants. And then you're making fun of people that watch anime. You leave those anime bud pullers alone. That's what you do. You leave them alone. This is why Sal Talk is here. This is why. Sal Baby's keeping the community together. And if you can't understand that your listeners are not perfect, then you did the right thing and you stepped away from the microphone. And you will not be picking it up like you pick up meatball parmesan. You have no respect for your fans. You have no respect for anybody for that matter. It's disgraceful. And that's not ball breaking, that's the truth. So, with that, I would like to bring on Barry. Barry, you're out there. Send me a message. What's your area code? You're supposed to be my guest tonight. Barry, baby. The gayest human being in the world. Third McGillicuddy. What's the matter with you? Yeah, I'm going to lose listeners. I get this. I know this. But I'm also going to gain some. Kind of like Tony with weight. Here's the first caller. Here it is. 856. What do you know? Who'd you blow? And how are your balls? (856)
Unmuted.
Hey, is this Barry?
This is Barry at Barry's Flower Shop and Pottery Works in very snowy St. Louis, Missouri. We've had a lot of snow here. Look. Here's what I'm going to say to you. I'm very disappointed.
Wait, Barry, before you start talking, I got an intro for you. Here you go. Barry, the gayest human being alive. Here it is. I know you're dancing. All right, go ahead, Barry.
That's probably realistic. Okay, here's what I want to say tonight. First, I want to say to Tony. I mean, oh, you're listening tonight? I don't know if you are. Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving your show, man? It is entertaining. It is fun. All of us have enjoyed your show for almost 3 years. Come on, Tony. Like, come back. You know, we all love you. We love you, man. And, I'm just sad. I'm sad that he's not coming back. Okay, I sell Tony merchandise, but I'm not gonna promote that tonight. I first started calling Tony about a year ago. Actually, I think it was actually 2 years. It was actually 3 years ago when he started his show. I was the first advertiser.
I remember you advertising for Tony. And I remember all the merchandise. I remember going down to the flower shop myself because I had to perform live for the Man Pile. This is back in 2018. This is right after my live performance at the Hotel Settles for that guy, Clay Douglas. And that's where I met you. You came over to me and you said, Sal. And I said, yeah. And you said, it's me, Barry Schwartz. And I said, hey, you're the guy with the flowers. You said, yeah. Then you handed me a hydrangea. And I said, thank you. It was amazing. And then after this, we became friends. We started talking a little bit. Your highest selling merchandise, I believe, back for the past couple of years has been the Tony Talk merchandise. But what I want to know is, you have been getting an influx of order requests for the Tony Talk and J-Bo duo pack where Tony and or J-Bo can fuck each other in the ass with just a push of a button. Tell me, where do you come up with these things? You're very innovative.
Well, that's very true. In 2020, at the end of 2020, like December, I started getting the
I remember you getting the flowers with the penis-shaped vases. I remember Clay getting upset about this. I remember him screaming. There's the Southern guy. I used to call him to his show. I used to tell him that my name was Tony, so he would get mad at the other Tony, but it never worked out the way I wanted it to work out.
No, it's great. I mean, Turd McGillicuddy is calling me hammered and dead. That is completely unreliable. Okay, so let me tell you what's going on. First, I want to say to Tony, why we should leave the show, man. It is an entertaining show. I love it. Everybody loves it. And we all love you, man. Like, why are you leaving the show?
Yeah, you heard the little meltdown that he had. So, I mean, he had a meltdown. He had a problem. He hates his fans. He began to hate them. He hates you. He hates me. He even hates poor Kossoff over there. Kossoff I'm gonna have you call in too, Doug, whatever. You know, he even hates Ken Fishman, who has done nothing but good things for him, and Tony Furtado over at God's Rainbow Ministries. And remember, this show is now called Tough Talk with Sal Baby. And there ain't nothing tougher than a pastor standing his ground while sucking dick, especially in 2021. You know? But Barry, I'm looking at your Instagram right now, and you are completely naked. You took a selfie with nothing but a bottle of wine in front of you, and you wrote Sal Baby on your chest, and it says you took this about 4 minutes ago. Why are you doing this by yourself?
Well, you know, I'm trying to improve my website. Look, Tony, I know you're Sal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to talking to Tony.
That's okay.
Sal, it's okay. Yeah, you're phenomenal. Look, my flower shop has been very phenomenal because of Tony's I have sold many Tony Talk dolls, Tony Talk condoms, Tony Talk real dolls. The Tony Talk real dolls have sold out.
Wait a second. So, Barry, I'm going to have to put you on mute real quick. I got a 617 number coming in real hot. So, hang on 1 second, Barry. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting Barry on mute. And, okay, I got him on mute. I got 617 here. So, 617, is this who I think it is?
Dan, ¿cómo está? Me llamo Carmen. Sal.
Hello. Yes, this is Sal. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to? And more importantly, how are your balls?
Bueno, me llamo Carmen. Sal, ¿cómo está? It's Carmen.
Carmen, hey. Carmen, yes, I remember you. Hey, Carmen, listen. Yeah, there's another gay. Here it is. It's another gay calling in. Okay, go ahead, Carmen. Hey, Carmen, you are the notorious, legendary Carmen, the guy who gave Tony Gaga the ass whooping of the century. I believe you guys, you explained it had something to do with a snowbank.
I am a proud Fanuc with an attitude, and Tony thought, he was being mean and nice, and I don't know. He came over here where I was at. He tried to touch me. And I touch him back. I tried to touch his dick, to touch my ass. Then he got mad because I took a bite of his sandwich. And he got mad. He pushed me, and we rolled around, and then, he started grabbing me. It's like, okay, I'm gay, but I'm a prophet. Look, I'm not easy. He's fucking Tony, the fat fuck. He fucking touched me, tried to put thumb in my ass. I like it, but you gotta ask first. You don't just do that, man. I mean, come on.
So let me get this straight. So when Tony got to you, you guys were arguing about something, and then I believe Tony tried to grab your dick and your asshole at the same time. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, he grabbed my dick, but he didn't just try to grab my. He tried, he had like a thumbs up kind of, and he tried poking, poking. He made me, he made me ride the thumb. I ride the thumb, and I hang on to him, and I say, hey, Tony, you gonna touch me? You gonna ask? He said, why you buy my sandwich? I said, Tony, we talking, man, and then he said, yeah. It's just come on, man. You gonna touch my? You gotta ask. So I gave him a slap, like a pat, like that, and then I right across the face, and I say, hey, don't be talking to the guys. He said, hey, why'd you buy my sandwich? Guy started coming. He tried to, acting like he doesn't like me anymore. So, I punched him. He called me Fanuc. I punched him twice, and and I took his sandwich and I slapped his sandwich and now what was left, and I threw it at him and I spit. I said, "Who the Fanuc now?"
Well,
bitch, don't shit.
Well, Carmen, I appreciate you calling in here and giving me the. Oh, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Well, hey, Sal, once you stop the Kobe, once you stop, I want to play baseball and I want to go game everybody. Just slap everybody in the butt for old time's sake. Como se dice, good game. Good game. So, my balls are great. Thank you. Gracias.
Yeah. You're welcome, Carmen, and thank you for calling. Ladies and gentlemen, gay Italian Carmen. There he is. What a wonderful caller indeed, Yukari Yakumo. That's very Japanese. So there is a listener that came into the chat room, and his name is Tony is an N-word lover, and I know who this is, and I'm gonna have to call him out here. That is Dewey. And Adam, if you are listening, if you weren't listening before, I did mention that you were a very big Tony Talk fan. As I have confirmed, do us a favor. Why don't you become a Sal fan? Give me a call and we'll shoot the breeze. Now, it is time for Tough Talk with Sal. I read an email, someone asks me for advice. I give it to them, then I get every caller in here calling in and giving me their opinions on whether or not they agree with me or not. And if they agree with me, good. If they don't agree with me, well, then I probably yell at them and hang up on them. But I'm not going to yell because I'm cool. And believe me, I am cool. So anyway, let me read this intro. Dear Sal, I cried today at school. I am learning from remote, from my computer, and I saw one of my classmates receiving a hand job from someone on the camera. As I zoomed in on the camera, I realized it was my girlfriend who called in sick from school. Sal, what do I do? Maron. Here's what you do. You go over to this kid's house. You take his laptop, his computer, whatever it is, smash him in the fucking head with it, and when he's unconscious, step on his balls and his dick so your girlfriend can never play with it again. If you guys agree with me, let me know. 909, how are your balls?
Ciao, baby. How are you doing tonight? I
I'm doing
don't really
well.
have some because I am Tony's toilet.
Hey,
And,
Tony's toilet. Hey.
What the? Honest, trust me.
The crowd
I'm
loves
also
you.
a little bit. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Tony. The crowd loves you. You do such a good job at protecting the rest of the plumbing that goes on through the state of Massachusetts.
Thank you, good sir. And I'd like to address everyone of what Tony's been doing this past week. He did go into a mental breakdown. And I would also like to add that up until yesterday, he was in his tub, sulking, crying, cursing, his high-pitched voice in a bathtub full of ragu for 72 hours straight. He did not leave his tub. He was eating, crying, do what you want. He was in there for 3 days straight, and then he just disappeared. And I don't know where he is. In the meantime, he had broken my plumbing, and I am trying to fix myself, so I'm not at full. Basically, the gist of what I had to say today. Tony's been bathing himself in ragu for 3 days up until yesterday.
Not wrong. That sounds terrible. Now, were you a witness there when he called me and started screaming about his fans being retarded?
Yes, and I'm very pissed off at that. Tony is a traitor. Tony does not love his fans. It was a very sad sight to hear. Part of me wants to think it was part of his mental breakdown, but it was very upsetting to what I heard. It was probably a ragu-induced rage. I don't know what happened, but I'd never heard Tony talk about people like that. He talks about crap about me all the time. That's fine. But to his other adoring fans, that was a shock. To the base of his fans, that really shocked me, and it was a very sad sight to see.
It's not good. And, it's kind of ironic how he would talk crap about his toilet.
Oh, yeah. He would launch, he would shit on me all the time. No doubt about that. But it really shocked me when he shit on all his adoring fans, the gay community. Well, I don't need to repeat it. It's already been said a million times. But Uncle Tony is in a bad place, and I don't know if he's fixable or not. I don't think so. The only thing that's growing is his fat gut, and I don't see a way out of this, Sal. So I hope you keep the show permanent. It's already better than it was before. I don't know if I'll call as much because, I don't think there's a Sal's toilet, but I'll still be an active listener and a big fan.
Listen, Tony's Toilet, I appreciate you. I believe you should call in with updates of our former host of the show. I believe you should do this because the listeners will still want to hear about Tony. And I'm sure Tony will listen, and he's probably seething in anger and rage right now, listening to this show. And, I want to applaud you and thank you for dealing with the shit and the farts and the puke, and especially after he takes a shit, he's so fat that there's little streaks of shit right at the top of the bowl. You know. You're the one.
Yeah, ragu hanging out of his ass, little ravioli shits hanging from his butt crack. That hasn't changed, and definitely, I'm not saying I'm going away forever, but yeah, I'll definitely update you guys, especially you, Sal. You wonderful host of the show, on if anything happens with Tony, if he loses weight, which I doubt, but, any other things that are happening with him, if he switches ragu brands or if he goes to another kind of, Italian sauce, I'll give you guys a heads up.
We appreciate it. Now, I have a question for you, and then I'll let you go. I'll put you on mute so you can enjoy the rest of the show. The person that emailed me had found out through remote learning that his girlfriend was giving another classmate a hand job while they were online class. I suggested taking the computer device and slamming it into this new guy's face and then stepping on his balls. How would you feel if you saw Tony cheating on you with a bidet or something? Well, how would you react?
Hell no. What I would do is I would back the fuck up my pipe, and I would shoot all of the crap that he came out of and shoot it right back into him, into his face, into his ass, and leave a mess all over for him to, roll over like a pig. I would be livid. I would go on the toilet rage myself. I would ragu shit back.
I like that. That's good. I am all for you shooting shit back at the shit shooter, who is also the shit walker. Thank you, Tony's Toilet. I appreciate you.
You have a wonderful night, Sal, and everyone of the Tough Talk community. Have a great night. Keep up the great work, Sal. Peace out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And listen, I feel like I didn't cover much, and I only got 27 minutes left. So, who knows? Unlike some selfish prick, if you 21 speakers in the chat room or the 13 callers in the queue want me around to stick around a little bit longer, maybe I will. Also, if you guys want to call in and talk to Sal Baby, the number is 267-521-0181. That is the number. You hit 1 to speak to a real man. At least that's what your girlfriend calls me. 443. 443. How's your balls, 443? Welcome to Tough Talk with Sal.
What's up, Sal? My balls are fine, but I got a question for you. Right now I'm playing Super Ragu Brother 64, and I want to know, how do I get through this first level? I'm having some trouble with it.
Let's see, what part are you on in this game? The Super Ragu Brothers, are you, did you get past the flying dicks?
Yeah. Right now I'm in the middle of a boss fight with Ragu the Shit Clown.
Ragu the Shit Clown. I believe you need to either shoot shit at Ragu the Shit Clown. Is there a way you can do that in this game?
Yeah, I think so. I'm probably just gonna use cheat codes.
You can use cheat codes, but there are little toilets that you can jump on top of, and what happens is a bunch of shit comes out of them and they come flying out. I think in the domain of Ragu the Shit Clown, I believe once in a while a toilet pops out with a spike on the top of it to try to kill your character. You need to dodge this toilet. And then once the spike drops, you need to jump on the toilet. And then all the shit will go flying over to Ragu the Shit Clown.
I got you. Well, thanks for your help, man. And listen, Tony's a fat fuck. It's fucked up the way he portrayed us. I mean, yeah, I know we break his balls, but still, he should know that we did that because we like his show. But no, he wants to be a fat bitch and betray all of us. Fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, it's someone that is unappreciative, who cannot handle ball breaking, and who's not too tough. But I'm going to tell you something. I know a tough guy, and that tough guy is everybody's favorite giblet, and that is Joseph Horatio Gibson. And I am going to bring him on the air because Tough Talk is about talking with tough guys, and there ain't nobody tougher than that Joey G.
Well, all right, man. You just put me back on mute. And Clarabelle, if you're listening to this, fuck you.
Very good. Now, thank you very much for calling in. Take care of your balls. I'm going to bring on my next guest. That is going to be Joe Gibson. Now, Joe, what area code are you? Because I absolutely love to bring on real tough guys. Let me see. As I'm going through the K, that's Q-U-E, K as in que pasa. I know a little bit of Spanish being taught by my friend Juanito from Alabamito. Let's see. I think this might be my good friend Joey G. 336. Is this Joey, and how are your balls?
Yeah. What do you need? You guys asked me to call into your show. What's the show about?
Sorry
That's
about
what
that.
You did.
Nope, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Wasn't me. That was my crowd that is listening. These are listeners. My name is Salmonella. And
yeah, like salmonella poisoning or something like that. What vanilla? What did you say your name was? Manella?
You heard me. Come on. You listen.
All right. Your
yours.
name. We can exchange names. You know my name. I know your name. What do you need? Your fans there asked me to call in. So what do you need from me? I'm a very busy guy.
I understand, and this is an honor for me to have you on the show. I've got so many people that want to talk to you. This is a show about guys who are tired of the cancel culture and the pussies that are ruining this great nation.
Oh, they are. You got that right. They are a bunch of scumbags. You got that right.
They are scumbags, they are degenerates, and they are cults. They are not patriots. They do not wave their flag in honor, and they do not respect government nor authority. And there are guys like you and I who are true patriots and true tough guys that when the shit hits the fan, we stand underneath it and catch it with an umbrella. Whatever we do, it's better than what these little pissants do. So listen, I need a real tough guy. I need people to back me up. Joey G.
Yeah, I'm here. Well, hopefully that faggot Ferrara's out there. Is that jerk out there? Or that God's Rainbow Ministries, that fat slob? You know, he's a real punk. But, you know, they like to call people and hang up and run and spoof their caller IDs, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, those are the suckers out there, you know, patrols.
I believe 619 is here, and they want to discuss something with you. Listen, Joe, and this is an honor to have you on the show. This is an honor. And I would like for you to, I'm really just glad you called in. This is going to be a good show. A real tough guy, a real true American and patriot like yourself to come back me up. I appreciate you calling in. And now I've got people that want to talk to you. Are you okay with people talking to you, Joe?
Oh yeah, I'm not scared of any of these fake keyboard warriors. You know, they're just sitting in their grandmother's basement in their dirty underwear in the dark, hoping she gives them a $20 bill. You know, so they can go out and do, you know, probably score a blowjob or something, or crack rock or whatever they do. You know, they're just weirdos. But yeah,
actually,
go ahead.
Speaking of the $20 blowjob, I do have to make an announcement from one of my sponsors, if you don't mind, before I bring this next caller on.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to give a shout-out to one of my sponsors. It is the Johnny Longfeather Casino and Cheeseburger Emporium. That is the Johnny Longfeather Casino and Cheeseburger Emporium. And I want to give a shout-out to the fine people over in the blowjob room, where you guys are keeping it real and keeping it real up. Very good. Now, here is 619 who wants to speak to you, another special tough guy guest of mine, Joe Horatio. Is that your middle name? Joe?
Who?
You.
My name?
Your middle name is Horatio.
My name is just Joe. No, my name is Joe. Just Joe. Joe Gibson is fine.
Okay, Just Joe Gibson. Here is a caller that wants to speak to you, Mr. Just Joe Gibson. 619, how are your balls?
Good evening. This is Dr. Peter Paul Ventura from Imperial Beach, and I am once again in Imperial Beach, California, and I wanted to say good evening to you, Dr. Sell, and good evening, Joey. And I want to say I'm a little upset at you talking bad about Dr. Fishman. He is a brother to me, and I'm here to tell you that I don't think you should be talking about him like that. If to stop being what you refer to as a bat faggot and a moon bat and whatever it is, because you need to stand up and talk to Dr. Fishman like a man and not behind his back. He's not here to defend himself. And Joey, if I had you in front of me, I would slap you like I did so many years. And
if you had me in front of you, you wouldn't do anything but run, okay? And I would see your back. You'd never be in front of me. I'd only see your back because you'd be running, okay? Because you're a coward. You're a bottom-dwelling coward, moonbat, okay? And we know where you live. We've already proven that. And you're not Dr. Peter Ventura, because he was just on my show preaching, so we know who Dr. Peter Ventura is. So stop trying to pretend to be somebody else because you're so ashamed of yourself.
I just did a Facebook show. I just did Bible Believers on Facebook Live, and I know that you broadcast, and I appreciate that. Now, speaking of turning your back, you forgave me, okay? You forgave me for all the times that I released on your back, that I came on your back, forcefully and fruitfully. Both times you have forgiven.
All right. I'm not.
So
listen, I'm not going to get your sexual pervert. Listen, you're obviously a pervert. Okay. I mean, you're obviously. What's your problem? Why do you always got to talk sexually perverted? I thought you had a problem with me, and you announced it. You wanted me to talk face to face with this Fishman or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, fine. I called into his show. He wouldn't answer. What do you want me to do? Listen to that stupid music for an hour?
Look,
I mean, I called into his show. He wouldn't answer.
For Dr. Fishman to call. I would like for Dr. Fishman to call into Dr. Cell's show right now, and I would like for you to.
And I don't have a problem with him anyway. It was his buddy there, Ferrara, the transvestite, the morphodite.
Joey.
Actually, let me ask my fans real quick. I'm going to ask my fans real quick. Who would like Dr. Pastor Kenneth Fishman, another tough guy that I know, to call in? Would you guys like for Kenny or Tony Frittata to call in? Please let me know how you feel about this. Oh, Maron, look at that. The little kids are surrounding Dr. Peter Paul and they're out cheering. I don't know how I feel about this. But anyway, I believe Tony Frittata, if you'd like to call, please feel free to call and have a discussion with one Mr. Joseph, Just Joe Gibson. Hey, sorry about that. That was weird. So, I thought you guys were friends, Joe and Dr. Peter Paul.
That's not really him. That's not Dr. Peter Paul. That's not Dr. Peter Paul. What that is, that's a little. You're just a little shit in your basement, your grandmother's basement.
I am his mentor, and I am not done mentoring him. I am still teaching him to be a man. You have to understand that when he talks about the transgender community, well, he himself is a trans because he's done the transformation of he went from being a punk, a moonbat, and then he was locked up and he was identified as a gay man, and then he identified himself as a woman. And for years, he had identified himself.
Okay, what's that got to do with your problem? What's that got to do with the beef between me and Kenneth?
I was his pimp. I was his big daddy, and and he's the one that led me before to continue my addiction to put a knife to people's necks because when I started
all
off
right,
with
all right. You're just talking stupid now. Come on.
Joey would say, "Put that knife." He said, "If you're gonna put,
first of all,
look, pal. At least hold
if you live out in California,
I made a stamp that I would actually hide in Joey's rectum. He'd keister it for me, and actually it was 2 to 3 knives at some time, and he would actually remind me, let me pull my your 3 knives out, Dr. Peter Paul Ventura, and I'd say good evening to him, and he'd pull them out, and I'd say choose which one you want me to put to your neck.
Not on. I don't.
Yeah, but you know what? To each his own. We forgave each other, and we forgave each other. And Joey loves me. And speaking of Giblet, one thing that he would like to, and he actually would love when I would do this is the Giblet slap with my penis across his face and cheeks and eyes.
Oh, Maron.
And
is that a thing?
Yeah, well, that's all he talks about. That's all he talks about. He's like obsessed with sexual perversion. I mean, this guy obviously is a sexual predator. He's got to be. He's got to be a sexual predator. This guy, he's a pervert.
Joey, I did do time for that.
Well, you did. Okay.
You had me that path.
I thought you guys were friends. I thought you guys were good friends. You were amigos. You were comrades. I thought at one point in time...
That's not the real Dr. Peter Ventura. We already... Look, that's not the real Dr. Peter Ventura. He's fake.
I am the gentleman that trained Noah to stop shitting in the dryer after Joey taught him how. Okay,
well, that's cool.
The dryer sheets were disappearing.
And this is what you got. This is the best thing you can come up with. Woo hoo hoo! I'm gonna get mad now and run away. Woo hoo hoo hoo! I mean, you're a punk, dude. You're a punk. You all know where I live. You all know where I go work out. None of you ever show up. What's
As a matter
up with
of
that?
fact,
All your technology. Why don't you come and show up? You never do.
I did come several times on your
Bring a video camera with you. Show up. Prove it. Prove this thing. Prove this big thing. Come on. You're a big, tough guy. Show up. Come on. There's the challenge. Any one of you. Knock on the door. The porch light's on. Anytime.
I call this the pattern. First of all, you used to...
there we go.
Literally...
Deflect. Yep.
Joey, if I may, I have the platform now, live on the platform. Not to interrupt you, Joey, but here, let me say something. First of all, and if I had a Federal Reserve note for every time you would interrupt me, I would be a rich man. But what I wanted to say is that I notice a pattern. First of all, Mandela Khan, you used to lick and stroke his scrotum and black throbbing penis, and now you turn on him, and then you stroke,
and that's all you got. That's all you got
on my good friend.
Back to perversion, sexual perversion. That's all he talks about. And you got to be desperate,
Tony Farrar. And then, not to mention that you do have a gay Ford Escape.
I give the transvestite more credit than you. I mean, that's at least they have the guts to do it.
That is a typical homosexual vehicle.
You are dating a transvestite, Joe? Come on.
No, him. I said him.
I thought you
give the transvestite more credit. Yeah, what?
All the power.
My voicemail that they hacked into? Yeah, I'm leaving that on there for
you know what's going to be next. You know what's going to be next. You turn your back on me. You turn your back on Mandela. You turn your back on Dr. Fishman. And now you're going to turn your back on
these guys in the chat room. They're funny and hilarious. Yeah, people tried to fight me. Yeah. Where? When?
Well, Papa Squatch is hashtag blowing trannies, and I don't think he means transponders. Go ahead.
I don't want to tell people about the tramp stamp. But what you have tattooed on your back, where it says the tramp stamp you have on your lower back, the tattoo that you have on your lower back.
I don't have any tattoo on my lower back.
You have a tattoo on your lower back.
Idiot. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. All right, you want to make a bet? would you like to make a bet? Can you make a bet? Be a man. Can you make a bet? And let's prove it. I can prove it.
Let's make a bet. Why don't you send it?
All right. Okay. Well, wait a second. What are we betting for? This is my bet, right? This is my bet. This is what I want if I win. You never to come on internet radio ever again. Or you have to give me your address, a real one now, and your real telephone number and your real name. Okay? Now, what do you want me to do if I lose? Come on. Yeah, you'll back down out of that one real fast.
Okay. Well, you have to let me talk. I want to say something, but you don't let me talk.
It sounded like a...
Yeah, he told you about it. Told him about it. He sure did. He told him about it. That's all he did. Go ahead.
When I win, not only do you have to give me back the nude pictures that I personally took of Bridget, not only do you have to apologize to the homosexual community, to the black community, to the Jewish communities, and all the communities that you've offended, even the and I don't understand why you're such a homophobe when you yourself are
come on, hurry up,
homosexual.
spit it out. You're wasting time. Come on.
I need you to come. Yes.
What are you, drunk?
What I need you to do. Yeah. You need to basically you have to admit that I was who I was in prison, which was your daddy, and that I came on your back, and that you were my gay protege or my gay bitch, as we would call you in prison. You would have to admit to that. Now, do you accept the bet?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. I'm going to prove it right now. You ready?
Great. Okay, send the picture.
You ready? I'm going to prove it.
Are you going to post it on? Are you going to post that on Facebook?
I don't need to post it because everybody that's listening can go verify it right now. I'm going to show you how. Ready? Everyone knows by calling into this show and all my shows, right, that there's a book written about me, right? That's published on Amazon, right? The tattoo's not on my lower back. It's on my upper right shoulder. And it says it in the book, and there's a picture of it on the front cover. So, there you go. You lose, pal. So, goodbye. Get lost. Come on.
Well, you left
Get lost.
You
Before you do,
out
type your name and your address and your phone number. Come on. You're a welch. You'll welch it on a bet. You're going to welch. You're a punk. You're a liar. You're discredited right here on this show. You're a punk.
Actually, I just received a very private email, if you don't mind me interrupting. So I see the shoulder tattoo on Joe right here, and then I see Joe at a powerlifting competition. I believe you work out, Joe. You're doing an overhead press with a barbell. Looks about to be 85 to 95 pounds. And I'm looking at your back, and I see what appears to be a tramp stamp tattoo. I'm just going by the picture, and it looks kind of like the one that Britney Spears has.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, it's published in. That's not verifiable. That's not verifiable because that's scam.
That is absolutely verifiable.
You go to Amazon.com, for God's sake, and you go verify it. For God's sake, the picture of the book is right there. So anyway, it's verifiable. It's published. So what do you got that's published? Nothing. You got some stupid
I could
copy
say
and
this.
paste thing,
Let me
image that
give
you
you
made
this
off
address.
of some Photoshop thing.
Let me give you this address. 524 Willow Pat Road, Reedsville, North Carolina, 27320.
Is that my address?
Telephone number
Is that my address? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. What am I going to do now? Oh, they're all coming together. No.
Hey, you can't jerk off on this show, Joe. You're touching yourself, screaming, oh, my God.
I'm just getting so excited. They may show up. Yeah.
Listen, man. Did you hear that, Dr. Peter Paul? He's always saying, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. And then he started touching himself. Did you hear this?
Well, that was atypical for me when I would insert my penis in him. I've heard that before, and that, to be honest with you, I arrived a little bit myself. So I apologize for that, Dr. Sell. It just brought back memories of But I need to wipe myself down a little bit. I'm sorry. Let me grab a tissue.
Okay, you go do that then, and I'm gonna finish out the show. Maron, this is thank you for your call, Dr. Peter Paul Ventura, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That was Dr. Peter Paul Ventura. That kid track is very weird. So anyway, before I start to simmer down, I want to know if you guys like the show, if you guys want to hear more Sal Baby, and you guys want to do more Tough Talk, please feel free to get me in the Discord chat room. Normally it was the Tony Talk room, but now it's Tough Talk with Sal. And I just want to do everybody a good favor here and just say I will be here for you. I personally will probably do a couple shows a week, unlike somebody else that used to have a number. You used to have the channel. Hey, hold on a second. Just a message from my friend Dewey. And I only have 2 minutes left. Dewey, what are you doing to me? What's the matter with you? You over here? What's your area code? If I got to go into overtime, I will. I just asked my friend Dewey what area code he's calling in on. And I'm trying to get you on here. I'm trying to get you on here. I'm trying to get Doug on here. You know, Doug's a good dude.
I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk for my beer down the sink. I got more in the trunk.
Well, Doug won't be here. But I didn't know you were there for the last 30 minutes. I don't know your area code. International. I'm seeing 111s coming up here. Because you're in Australia. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to redo my show. I'm going to have you call in. And that's about it. That's what I'm going to do. Let me start the show over. We'll do another, I don't know, maybe a half hour. What do you guys think? You guys want a half hour? I'm going to have Dewey call in. And I still got to talk to other people about what they think about my advice that I gave to that kid who caught his girlfriend giving another person a hand job during remote school. All right, I'll restart it. I'm just going to restart it. How does that sound? I'm going to restart it. Dewey, send me a message. I need to talk to you, my friend. Stick around. Part 2 of episode... no, you don't have to call in again. Just stay on the line. Don't worry about it, Dewey. So just everybody hang out. I'm coming right back. Well, I'm not coming on backs like Dr. PPV there, but you know what I'm saying. All right? Maybe I'll sing a song, maybe I won't. But we're going to go for a little longer. See you in a few seconds.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, I tried to play my my intro. Apparently it's not working. I gotta try it again. Hey, there it is. Welcome to part 2 of episode 1 of Tough Talk with Sal. Tell me the truth, Adam Dewhurst. This is you singing, isn't it? I know that voice. All right, enough of that. That guy definitely sounds like he's gonna get laid. That's a panty dropper. It's good. Now I know I said to you guys that I was gonna go for a half an hour, but then I saw an option on here that said 45 minutes. I can give you guys 15 more minutes of my very valuable, precious time. Now I gotta go through all these calls and see which one is Adam. Here's one that is 269. Now remember, about part one, if you aren't listening, I'm going to give you guys a quick highlight of what we have been dealing with. Here is a highlight of part one, Tony's message. Here it is. This was Tony's message.
Yeah, you fucking cocksucker. Fuck you. Fuck your show. Fuck all those fucking retards and those fucking autistic fucking morons and the ghost fucking tads and the fucking homos and the fucking queers and the fucking faggots and all those fucking moron fucking Japanese cartoon fucking video game retards. Fuck them all and fuck you. Take the show and stick it up your ass, you son of a bitch.
And that was Tony complaining about his fan base, insulting his fan base, the people that have been supporting him for a while. And the whole thing with the guys from Ghost, they came over to Tony Talk to have a community. Instead, he scrutinizes them and makes fun of them. And for fuck's sake, don't make fun of people who have autism. And I just farted too in the chat room says, did he just asked, did he say fuck him on? That sounds like a really sick version of Pokemon, and I kind of like it. It sounds like, those furries where people want to jerk off to people dressed up like animals. You say, hey, I got my ball here. And this one over here, hey, I got my ball here. Do battle. And then they get out and they start fucking. It'd be a good show. But I'm going to go down the line here. Also, part of the highlight is I got an email from somebody asking me how angry he was because he was in remote learning and he saw his girlfriend online while they were in class giving someone a hand job. And what he should do, I believe he should smash someone in the face. Not his girlfriend, the guy, because you don't hit women and kids, but smash the guy in the face and kick him in the balls. And also another highlight is Adam Dewey has been calling in, and I'm going to try to find him here. I'm going to try to find him. That's what I'm going to try to do. So hang in there, Dewey. I will get to you. If you are 269, how are your balls?
God bless. God bless, Sal. This is Pastor Veal.
Hey, Pastor Veal. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored. I heard Joey on earlier, and I'm concerned because I've been mentoring Joey for quite some time, and I heard music that suggested that he was potentially in a gay bar.
I believe that you see what happens is some people think it's me with the music and stuff, but it's not. Like, for instance, I say Pastor Veal, and it gets a reaction out of the universe.
Thank you, everybody. God bless.
There it is. And if I say someone like Joe Gibson, this happens. It's weird. It's just... And if I say something like Dr. Peter Paul Ventura...
God bless Peter Paul Ventura. May God come inside of him. Amen.
Oh, Maron. So listen, Pastor Veal, I'm trying to find Adam And Adam, I cannot find you in here. I'm going to go to some 111s. Did you hit 1, Adam, by any chance? No, don't get lost. I'm asking you. Did you hit 1? Yes, okay. Hang on. There's a few here. Hang on. 1 second here. Pastor Veal, hold on a second. I'll get right back to you. I'm trying to get to my friend.
Amen. All right.
443, is this Adam, and how are your balls?
It's not.
Oh, okay. I'll come back to you in a little bit. Stay there. Don't move. You're on Tough Talk with Sal. Watch your balls. Be right back. Let's see. Adam, is this you, and how are your balls?
It's Barry. That's not me, that's Barry. How you doing there, tough guy?
Is this,
You there?
Hey, is this Adam?
This is Dewey, mate.
Hey,
I'm going long and I'm going strong.
Well, that's good. I'm glad I have you. I'm glad we finally get to talk. Listen, what is your beef?
Well, come on, Lady Sal. You don't have me. You don't have me, lady.
Wait a second. I was going to ask
I'm
you.
here for a good time, not for a long time, there, Lady Sal.
Well,
I'm not here to put up with. I'm not here to put up with that shit that you all put on Doug. Oh no, not at all. And you get clowns like Ashley A pretending to be bisexual just for some attention. What the fuck's going on here? Like, this show is the best show since Tony Talk began. Before we had the original Tony, yeah, the original Tony. And then you got that squeaky voiced bullshit that came on like a few months later. And this is the best show we've had since then. Give me a motherfucking break, lad.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
That's all right, anytime. But seriously, like, if you're going to get mixed up with, like, Insane Energy, who's always putting himself about on all the gay streets in Sydney, just widening his anus for people to penetrate.
He does this? I didn't hear about that. What
well, you should have heard about. Okay, like, let's talk some serious shit here, yeah?
Sure, we can do this, but you got to take a breath. You sound upset, and I'm not trying to troll you. I actually like you, and so does my friend BC. I actually am. We're trying to figure this out because we can't have you freaking out on Insane and then freaking out on. I mean, you can freak out on Tony all you want because he's kind of an asshole.
He's sick. He's sick. He likes black women who are really fat. And that's all right, but it's kind of a sickness as well.
Hey, I mean, to each his own. I've hooked up with a couple of blacks.
There's nothing. It's not a racial thing, mate. It's not a racial thing. I'm just talking about Tony. Yeah. Tony has like certain proclivities that, if he was in my country, he would have been locked up. Go ahead. 10-4.
You know, so I got to ask. I'm curious. We've discussed things before. You are a musician. Is this true?
Yeah, mate, I'm not. I'm more of a filmmaker than a musician, but I don't like to push myself, whatever. Like Tony is always out there saying like, he's hammering all these fat chicks. It's not my way to say that I do this or that, but I do. I meddle in a bit of music, yes, for sure, and I'm sure you do as well. And I've heard a lot of your tunes, buddy. Like by way of that white supremacist and even your own, like, shall we call it poetry, that you do every now and then with, like, musical backing? Yeah, sure. Okay, go ahead, 10-4.
You know, you say 10-4 like Sully Sullivan says it. I think you and Sully would get along just great.
Me and Sully Sullivan, like, if the cunt knows how to drink, but he would get along just fine.
I like you. You are very Australian, my friend. Now, where did this beef come from? Where did this beef come from with you and Insane Energy? And
because he kept banning me from his YouTube because he said I wrote too much on the comments. Isn't that a good thing? I'm giving you, like, kind of all my audience. Like, come on. Like, the guy kind of is. He seems like he's just a really selfish person, to be honest. And I'm being honest with you. Yeah?
You know, some people can't really handle honesty. I mean, like Tony. Tony breaks at the sound of honesty. Now,
anytime Tony feels honesty, he starts. Anytime anybody is honest with Tony, he starts to finger himself in the asshole, and then his mouth just like zip shut. He can't take it. You're right. Yeah, but anyway, move on. 10-4.
So I'm thinking to myself, this beef you have with Insane Energy, I personally would like, if you would like, to have a conversation with him here on the air to maybe clear some stuff out, because what I want to do is I want you to clear the air with people, and I want you to eventually...
I'm a big Tony fan. Let me say that. I'm a big Tony fan. Okay? Come on. Yeah?
That's what you say. I believe you. But what I'm saying is, why don't we put an end to all the turmoil? You and Insane get on kind of the same page, and then if you listen, if it all works out, plug your music on the show, and we can send fans from this show over to your music.
If he stops banning me from the Tony Talk shows on YouTube, then fine, yeah, we'll come to an understanding. But this guy is like kind of seems really self-involved. It's just about like if anybody else like steals the limelight from him, he like doesn't want a bar of it. Yeah, 10-4.
I'm a little like the same way, you know. Like I remember one time I was dating this girl, and she just happened to glance over at this other girl because she was bisexual, and I got very upset. I was about to fist fight a girl, but then I realized she was 6'8", and her tits were bigger than my head, so I didn't do it. But listen, I think I got insane here. I think you could have
got tits smothered. You know, you made the right choice. Who's this psycho piece of garbage in the chat room saying, "What a crybaby"? Am I crying? Come on, mate. I'll take you any time. Like, get a plane over here. I know how to deal with cunts like you.
Listen, hey, how about this? Why don't we have a conversation? You, Insane, myself here. I won't play any music in the background. Nothing like that. Nothing weird. No one's trolling you. I think this will be good for his channel, and I think it'll be good for your music if you guys kind of collaborate, have a conversation, make some peace, and this could be a good thing. What do you say? You want to try it if I bring him on the line?
Yeah, why not? 10-4, all the rest of that shit, and Baba Booey, whatever. Let's go.
Let's do it. 10-4. All right, let me see if this is Insane. Let's see. Insane, is this you, and how are your balls?
So, baby. Oh, my balls are doing all right. Oh, thank you very much for picking me up.
You're very welcome. This is Insane, right? This isn't some weirdo, right?
No, this is the real Insane Energy. I know the accent doesn't sell it, but yeah, I'm glad to be on your show.
He's got that voice that sounds like it smoked a hell of a lot of cock, so it's definitely him.
Hey, come on, you guys are supposed to
yeah.
talk, and no insults. Come on, leave the insults on the floor. You know, come on.
Well, okay. What did I do? What did I do besides write comments? All I did was write comments.
Well,
like that's just that's what I do. Like kind of, I don't see how that's any skin off your nose.
Well, you see, Adam, what the problem with your comments was, it wasn't the content of your comments. It wasn't even the fact that you're leaving comments. Everyone leaves comments on my videos. That's fine. Everyone leaves comments on any video. The problem came from the fact that you left about 20, 30 comments at a time, all basically saying the same thing. Oh, DC2 sucks. Oh, this guy sucks. Oh, J-Bo should stop doing these characters. You know,
hey!
About different comments.
I just asked you to, you know, maybe condense it all down into a single comment. You could even leave replies to the same comment. You didn't have to leave multiple, but, you know, you sort of took it.
But you can't that's fascism to say like that. Oh, you have to comment this way. You have to comment that way. I'm an individual. I comment the way I like. You know, like I have a few drinks, whatever. I suck kangaroo cock. Yeah, okay. Dash Ferguson. Love that. Okay, like see, if I saw that online,
well, I didn't say that. I said
I actually think that's funny. I actually think that's funny. Like, if people like abuse me, I don't care.
How do you get access to a kangaroo cock? I don't think this is true. I don't know, but that's me. I digress.
And apparently I lost my virginity to a falafel, and like, kind of, this is good stuff. If this was on my channel, I'd love it to be like flowing through. But if you do it on, if I do this on Insane's channel, or if I mention that in any way, like the Tony Talk show is like, could be like, you know, like moderately faked, then Insane Energy just shuts you down.
I have no problem with people voicing their opinions on the show. There are plenty of people who have negative outlooks on callers, and a lot of them have changed their views a little bit. They didn't get banned. Instead, I talked to them. You know, I spoke to them about like what we talked about, our differences, about how we saw the show, and you know, it wasn't like I was holding being banned over these people's heads. In fact, being banned is one of the last things that I like to do in the comments section. It's only to people that, what's the word? They start to become not irritating to me, but irritating to the other listeners. You know, because it wasn't just me that was getting.
Well, I think like Connell, you need some people who are irritating.
Yeah, but we don't need.
You need some kangaroo cock out there. You need some kangaroo cock.
I'm not saying there was anything wrong with the content of your comments. I'm just saying that there were too many of them, and I asked you to, you know, maybe not limit the amount of comments, but just leave them as replies. And if you recall, you responded by basically saying that, you know, you could do whatever you want, and this was, you know, basically your channel. And, I forget the exact words that were said, but
I never said it was my channel. You know, but I do admit that I can do whatever I want.
Well, no, you can't, and unfortunately, that's because I still control the comments. I don't like to enforce that control if I can.
Exactly.
I like
to you love it, don't you? You're a fascist.
I like to make things as free as possible, but some people, such as yourself, take it a little too far. And I think maybe the point where you crossed a few lines.
You've got to take it too far. If you're going to get anywhere, you've got to take it too far. And you just fucking, like, close it down. You're so closed-minded.
I'm not closed-minded. I think it's you who's closed-minded, because instead of
really, I'm open to everything. I'm open to like people who abuse me, or like I think it's funny. Like I was brought up in a culture where like you take the piss out of me, I take the piss out of you. All good, all fun. Like just I'm not closed-minded at all.
all I suggested to you is that you sort of work with me here, and you can keep your comments and you can keep talking. It's just that it has to be structured a different way so that you're not blowing up the comment section with about 30 different comments. You don't have to stop leaving that many comments.
But you ban me from the chat as well. As soon as you see me in the chat, you ban me from the chat. So it's not just about the comments.
Do you want to know why?
You're just trying to go along with like Tony's bullshit.
Because you make multiple accounts accusing me of this and that and directly coming out and insulting me. And I think today in the Blogtalk room, you accused me of having something to do with pedophilia. And I don't think that I haven't said anything of the sort about you aside from. Well, why do I strike you as a pedophile exactly?
Okay, like I'm just saying that just to get a rise. So that's just complete garbage. But the fact is, if you were like kind of half a fucking man, you'd be able to like take it and just like laugh it off and like make it part of the show. While you just like it's the whole problem with the secondary Tony Talk era was that big whinger. Oh, just ban everybody. You're banned. Complete garbage.
Man, I already told you, it's nothing to do with the content of the comments that you're posting. Nothing at all. It's everything to do with the spam. That's it.
Okay, and Yukari Yakumo, as I thought, Julie is merely looking for attention. Yeah, that's all I'm looking for, attention. Why? Like, you're going to, like, crucify me for that? And as far as, like, Mike Kant is concerned, Julie is a total retard. Yes. I'm retarded. Come on.
Okay. Well, that's your words, not mine. But look, man,
I don't
there's
give a
nothing
fuck.
wrong with you leaving. If you want, you can come back and you can start leaving comments. You just gotta, curb the spam a bit. That's all. That's all people are complaining to me about.
But that's so vague. What do you actually mean by that? What do you actually mean? Like,
I've told you what I mean by that. I've told you exactly what I mean by that, and that's you leaving far too many comments. I'm talking 20 or 30 comments. I don't even mind if it's 2 or 3, but just, 30 comments all saying the same thing, it becomes obnoxious to people. And not in a
I'm obnoxious. Deal with it.
Obnoxious and funny. Like, I have no problem with trolling. I have no problem with, like, funny haha stuff. I mean, I got people in the chat that, say stuff to me about. I had someone call in the other week who happens to have a lot of feathers call in as me and make fun of my voice, and I got no problem with that. I didn't cut it from my upload. I didn't do anything of the sort. It's perfectly fine by me. There's nothing wrong with trolling so long as it's all in good fun. But all I'm saying is the spam is not. It's just not very tolerable. That's all.
So as long as I don't do 20 to 30 comments, you should be allowed to, like, there's no limit on comments. Give it a break.
Okay, well, maybe in the long term, if you had left, 30 comments over the span of, I don't know, a couple of years, but you're leaving them within a day or two, all within a couple hours of each other. And they're all pretty much saying the exact same thing.
Tony works me up. Who out there doesn't get worked up by Tony? Come on, that's what the show's all about.
Work you up?
That's what the show's all about. You get excited when Tony comes on. You have a little, like, kind of, you have a little play with yourself, yeah? It's good.
The show's supposed to be entertainment, man. It's not meant to be something you get upset over.
No, you got to get up. Oh, I find it more artistic to get upset, get, like, kind of angry, everything. I've gone through 14 accents,
I can
apparently.
tell you for a fact, Tony doesn't really read the comments of my videos. Only the fans, listeners, and myself listen to it and read the comments. So if you're trying to get something across to Tony, maybe, the equivalent of shouting at your TV is probably not a good way to get across to him.
Like, I feel like we're kind of boring the listeners now. Does Sal Baby want to, like, come back online, and like, 'cause there's nothing's been. I mean, either like you need to unban me or not, and then we'll just like go back to whatever it was. Okay.
Well, I'm happy to unban you so long as you're, willing to curb the spam a bit. Are you willing to agree to that with me on the air here? Because if you are, it's absolutely no problem.
I don't actually understand what you mean by that. It's too vague. Like, so how many comments can I make on each video? 10, 5, 3, what?
Clear. I think I've made it clear that I'd like you to, if you're going to make a point, you don't even have to stop leaving 30 comments, but you can leave a reply to a comment so that it's not taking up a separate comment space, so that when people click on the comment section, they don't see about 50 comments in a row. They'll see one comment with about 30 replies to it, and they can read that if they so choose. There are ways of managing this.
So, well, kind of, you've never said this to me before. So as long as I reply to my own comments, then like I can just go for it. I'm dumber than a koala, mate. Like
I'm pretty sure I've told you when this first happened that was how it should have gone. But I mean, the problem is that since then you've tried doing a few different things to, get attention. You tried community guidelines